Ask someone who has been in the car with you while you were driving high if you were completely normal. And they will tell you, no, you were going 20 in a 45.
Oh my God. Hi, girlies.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Bria.
How's it going? How are you feeling over there?
I'm feeling like lubricated and medicated. I just took a sip of water.
Oh.
And okay, so we're staying at our in-laws and watching their house, and they have alkaline water. That's like all they drink is alkaline water. And
Is that like a special delivery?
maybe, or they like go pick it up from the alkaline store.
Okay, I see.
And I have never felt so lubricated inside my body.
Really?
It is like, she is some thick water. I don't know.
Oh, thick.
Like thick. Like I feel nourished.
Okay, not thick in texture.
Thick in texture kind of too.
Oh, interesting. Oh, okay.
Like,
I don't know. That sounds scary.
Like, no, it's like, wow, I feel like I'm not like actually getting hydrated from water. Yeah. Like, here.
Like you've been having a bullshit time with water. It's all been bullshit until now. And you're like
it feels heavy in my mouth, like fresh.
there are vitamins and minerals in
Yeah.
that. Oh my God.
I don't know.
Wow.
It's weird.
That is weird.
Very
I feel like there's a
high.
conspiracy theory about alkaline water.
Yeah.
Like that it doesn't impact your pineal gland or something.
What?
That's like one of those,
It's bad for you?
like normal water is bad for you. Alkaline water is good for you. It's more pure.
Yes. What were you saying about the pineal gland?
That was like, I don't know. It goes so deep. It's like regular water. The government is putting shit in the water
So it doesn't
to close your third eye, so to speak.
Huh. That could be true. You know?
It could.
Yeah, no, I feel like we're coming out of the shit of January into February, and I'm like, okay, like finally I can breathe. And I feel like even getting high, I'm like, more things are more clear to me. Like I'm having more high thoughts. Like last night I was like, do chickens like sleep? Like if you think about it.
Interesting.
Like a dog, right? A dog will sleep like us because they're mammals, but chickens, because they're like poultry or whatever they're birds. Like owls sleep upside down, right? And their eyes are closed, but they're also nocturnal. What's the chicken doing? Are they? I think
they just stand there with their eyes kind of glazed over.
That's
a little
what
bit.
I thought, like a fish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So
you have a hot commodity on your hands now. I don't want people to be. I don't want people to be tracking you down for this in the LA area, but let's just say that Jenny, she's got her hands on some eggs.
I got a plug.
5. She's the egg plug.
I got 5 chickens that we're looking after right now.
And how much is a dozen eggs from the Jenny plug, the Jenny supply?
If you're a friend, free 99.
What if you're a High Girlies listener? Maybe they should hit you up and use code chicken.
If you screenshot that you follow us, I will get you some chickens for whatever you want to pay for them. Eggs. Oh boy. I will give you eggs for whatever you want to pay for them, because
bird flu,
holy
nowhere
shit.
in these eggs, by the way. These eggs are pure, 100%.
They're free range chickens in the backyard. Okay. I feel like I haven't been to the grocery store in a minute. I feel like this happened so quickly with bird flu that now eggs are like $12, $11 or not there.
I have heard of eggs not being there. Like, I haven't been to the grocery store because I've been trying to take advantage of my Instacart membership before I cancel it.
Oh.
But when you go on there, it says that eggs are likely not in stock.
We got a lot of eggs right now. A lot.
Listeners, better take advantage.
Go bad, you know?
She doesn't want them to go bad. So take advantage and follow us at High Girlies Pod everywhere so that you can get your eggs. Because I'm telling you right now, you're going to want to stock up.
Yeah, they killed like 50 million chickens or something because they got bird flu. That's so bad. Like, what is happening?
I met this girl who is from North Carolina and grew up on a farm, and she was like, yeah, I mean, the farmers kind of have their pulse on what's going on before the general public. Like, I would tell you, stock up on meat, not just chicken, not just eggs, but like any meat, because bird flu is so much worse than you guys know.
What?
She was basically saying that there might be like a meat shortage because they're having to kill so many animals. Yeah.
It's the apocalypse, y'all. This is the signs of the apocalypse. Like,
I don't know if it could get worse.
You know, when like Moses parted the seas and like there were the 9 plagues. It feels like the 9 plagues. Like we had the fire, we had the TikTok blackout. Now we have bird flu. TikTok blackout. And it's affecting our meat. Like, what's next? The firstborns are gonna die?
No, what's next? The planes are going down.
That too.
Like the satellites and the wires are getting crossed. Shit.
Go get it. Go get them because, yep, I knew it. I knew we were going to get here, especially on this episode. It's time for our tin hat moment.
Let me get that nice and close to the mic so everyone can have their little ASMR moment.
Yeah, no, it's not good. Now there was another plane that got hit or went down. Wait, I want to make sure I say this correctly. But first it was the flight that hit the black helicopter, government helicopter, right? Mm-hmm. Then it was that medical plane. Now United Airlines plane catches fire during takeoff at Houston Airport. That was 2 hours ago. It's Sunday, February 2nd. What is happening?
It's not looking good, I can tell you that much. But you know what? At least we have good things to look forward to in the weedy space.
Yeah.
We'll get through it. And today we're getting through it with the Animal NYC Diesel joints. Let me tell y'all something. Jenny brought these over. Before we even started recording, I was like, I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I wanted to do the podcast laid back.
You can lay back
if you want. If you want to be high as fuck.
I wish I remember where I got these. I think they came on Ease. Shout out to Ease. Ease should sponsor us for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe I'll do an Ease order this week and do a haul.
Ooh, Ease haul.
Ease haul.
Love it. Yes.
Okay, so what's really going on today?
What's really going on is we have some weedy hot topics. Things are changing in the weed industry. Things are changing as far as weed's place societally. And it's all happening, as Sheena Shea would say.
Yeah, we're in like an interesting time, I think, with marijuana in the U.S. because half of the states have almost half the states have legally. Wait,
I'm just looking at your tin hat.
Half of the U.S. states have legally made marijuana recreationally used. Wait.
Have legalized marijuana recreationally.
Yeah. Whoa, you guys.
Let's do it again.
Say it for me.
Half the states have legalized marijuana recreationally.
Yeah. Okay. So that there's that. Then most states have it medically legal. But now we're in a paradox, I feel like, with weed where we're like, make it federally legal. Like there's a lot of like loose ends. Honestly, it's just like pretty messy. They probably should have just made it federally legal and not left it up to the states, because now there's a lot of like odds and ends and loopholes that make it really difficult. And it's still an N1 narcotic, I think is what
Schedule 1
Schedule 1 narcotic, which is like the same category as heroin.
Nuts.
So one of like the hot topics is like US News was talking about how like basically because it's not federally legal and it's still a Schedule 1 narcotic, it makes it really hard for the businesses to be like more lucrative and grow within the US. Mm-hmm. Especially because when it's sold legally, it's like 70% taxed.
It is so incredibly highly priced in the dispensaries.
Yeah.
And I thought for a while that it was like, oh, dispensaries are just expensive. This is how they're doing it. They're not doing it based on like your weed dealer from high school's what he charged or whatever.
Yeah.
But no, it's because they are being taxed like fucking crazy. Also, there's a weird thing with like credit card processing with dispensaries where they're charged a lot more for credit purchases and they have to like reimburse you and shit.
You can't use a credit card.
You can.
No, you can only use a debit card.
I just used a credit card.
I don't know if you're
That's the thing. Like if you use a credit card, then they have to like debit you the fee.
Yeah, because technically, because it's not federally legal, so it's not federally backed by the FDIC, you're technically not supposed to use a credit card.
I think they're doing a loophole.
Yeah.
It's like they're running it
like Ease will let you use cash or your debit card because they're technically not allowed to take credit card, but some credit cards you can charge a debit fee to it. So
yes.
That's probably,
I think that's it.
Excuse me, the loophole.
Yeah. Regardless, it's complicated as fuck, and it just needs to be simplified, legalized everywhere, just a normal thing.
It's interesting though that like I think in Florida it was on the ballot to legalize it and they didn't vote for it. Isn't that crazy?
That's because they're not smoking weed in Florida. They're doing fucking meth and like
cocaine,
bath salts, and all of that shit, that Florida man shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I feel like there's a lot to invest in the marijuana business. I mean, look at alcohol. Alcohol is so lucrative, right?
It is.
I feel like marijuana could get there, and I feel like we would all be in a better place. Like
100%. It's so much better to have a society that smokes than drinks anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
Keep it going.
Yeah. Oh, one thing I was thinking too when I was reading this article was have you gone to other dispensaries in other states besides California?
No.
Really?
I was gonna go to one in New York and then I just didn't make it.
Okay. It's a fascinating experience, let me tell you.
I didn't even know that you were allowed to. I thought you had to have an ID from that state.
No, you can, if you're 21, you can go to, that's why people go to Colorado. That's why Colorado's travel industry has boomed since it became
interesting,
because they were the first state to legalize it, and a lot of people go to Denver now to get weed recreationally. I bet less so now than when it became legal, but yeah, that definitely happened. But I mean, so I've been to dispensaries in Oregon, Washington, I think Hawaii, and Illinois, and I think that might be it, and Colorado. I would say like Colorado, Oregon, and Washington, they got it down pat, and they've had it down pat. It's really interesting. Like I remember getting marijuana in Washington at a dispensary, and it was like the gram, like if you bought flour, came in like a package bag that had branding. It just like felt more premium than like our dispensaries that just sell it in like a jar or will put it in like a pill bottle thing.
Yeah, or like a Ziploc bag kind of thing.
So I just feel like in California, at least most of the dispensaries besides MedMen have not really gotten it together. I don't know. This would be a good conversation with like Paige from the LA Times.
Or like a dispensary owner. Yeah. I found out the other day that I have a family member that owns a dispensary in Washington, D.C.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I was like, maybe he would come on. And my mom was like, yeah, either one of them would probably go on.
That would be great.
But I would love to see how dispensaries feel about like the quality and the experience.
Yeah. Or if they want to do more.
Yeah. Like the dispensary that I went to a couple days ago, it was like a dispensary from my college days.
Yeah.
Like nothing had advanced. It was like you have to wait in a line for someone to like help you. You can't like, nothing is packaged. It's just all in those Ziploc things. Yeah. It's
like
weird.
I went to a dispensary when I was in Colorado a couple weeks ago, and like it was called The Farm, and you walk in and it was like beautiful. They had like merch on the wall. You could buy like really beautiful pieces, and that was like the waiting area, and then you walk into where you can get like marijuana, and it was still like nice. It was like rustic wood everywhere.
Ooh, love.
Meanwhile, like my local dispensary, I feel like I'm like grossed out going in there. It's like really like blue light, like
Will
overhead.
pointed out a lot of them like don't have windows.
Yeah.
So it's just very seedy.
Yeah. I know. It's not a great experience. Except for when we went to not the Ivy, but the other one that we went to.
The Irie.
Did we go to the Irie?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like that was
the
nice.
Irie was like premium.
So that's what dispensaries feel like in Oregon, Washington, and Colorado. Every single one
epic.
I've gone to.
I love that.
Yeah. So.
One day we'll make our way up there on the High Girlies tour.
Yeah. That would be so nice. Okay, another hot topic about marijuana is that scientists are trying to create a way to breathalyze people who are driving while high, because studies are showing how like more cannabis use has gone up, more users are impaired like driving, and having like reflexes to do something at the wheel.
I believe it. I think that driving on weed is not a good experience. Like so many people say that they can drive high. I would venture to ask someone who has been in the car with you while you were driving high if you were completely normal. And they will tell you, no, you were going 20 in a 45, or like you couldn't pick which exit to take or which turn to take. And, you know?
Yeah. Here's the problem, I think, with marijuana and driving. When you get in the car after you've had a drink or two, you know that you could probably only drive if you've had a drink. Or you know that the legal limit is 0.08. And
which is so low.
Which is so low. That's probably one drink, maybe two.
Yeah.
Right? So you know that. You don't know with marijuana how many hits of a bong or how many hits of a joint or how many grams of an edible you can have to like be at a legal limit. That's the problem.
Wow, that's so true. Because there's no way to quantify. Even if there was a way to quantify it, every single time you're smoking a different strain. You're smoking in a different method. Like you can't really compare. Like I smoked last night and took as many hits as I did of this, and I was way less high than now.
Oh, yeah.
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 It's just different.
I know. That's what's hard. I mean, I guess it's similar with alcohol, but there's just so much more research behind alcohol. Like, you know, probably if you have like 3 shots of vodka, you're going to probably be more fucked up than you had if you had a glass of wine.
Yeah.
So in the way that like, that's maybe how you could equate it to strands, but this is also why it should probably be federally legal, because if you're trying to get more laws passed to help make people be safe from their habits of like smoking and driving, you need to put more research behind
exactly
like how it affects people, and the only way to really do that is to have grants from the government.
That's so true. There's so much that we don't know even about just like long term.
I know.
Are you struggling with that?
It just keeps falling, but
I know.
Okay. It's okay.
I
think
that was
I'm
the
loud
thing.
enough, you know?
Okay.
I don't know. But yeah, that's my thought. I will say, have I ever driven while high? Yeah. Is it good to do? No. But I wish I did know what the limit would be, because like there was one time when I was driving back, I think from Maddie's house in Los Feliz, and I was on the 101 getting on the 105. No, the freeway.
The 101 getting on the 110.
Yeah. In downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there is what I like to call like the 8 circles of hell, because merging onto the 110 from the 101 is a fucking nightmare, because you got to get over so quickly. I don't know what I was doing, but I literally looped around the same like loop series and got lost for like a straight hour. I think I went on the loop like 8 times before I was like...
Because you're like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm like, why do I keep missing this? What is happening?
This is what I'm talking about. Like, I've driven high too, and it sometimes like you smoke maybe, you know, I'll smoke now at 5 p.m., by 9 p.m., I won't be high. I'll be totally fine.
Yeah.
You know, it's stuff like that. But once again, you never know what you're smoking. So I thought that I would be okay because it had been 3 hours, I want to say, and I was still just as high.
Yeah.
And I could not get it together.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to just like lay in my car and just like decompress.
Yeah.
I was so stressed.
And that is why I say we're like at a paradox with marijuana, because it's legal, which is great. So we're not criminalizing as many people for even having it on them. But now we don't have like guardrails in place to like make sure that like the usage of it is like safe for everyone.
Yes.
Even to the point of like pesticides in marijuana. Like,
yes.
It's a wild, wild west situation right now.
It is. Interesting. I hate how unpredictable it is in that way. It kind of reminds me of like vaping. Like there's so much we don't know about vaping yet.
I know. It's not good. I much prefer a joint over vaping.
Me too.
I like the rotary way.
Same.
Old school.
Yes, I agree.
Not this. This.
I don't know what that first one even was.
This?
No, the other one.
This is how This is how Gen Z says they're talking on the phone.
No.
Yes.
What is even this?
A cell phone.
No, this is like a cell phone.
No, they go like this. You say this.
I've seen people do this.
Oh, maybe they're doing both, but not this.
Like this. No, they're not doing this. No, that's a tell. That's an age tell.
Well, okay. What's our idea of the week?
Well, speaking of there not being a breathalyzer and that not even being possible, I feel like our high idea of the week should entail some sort of AAA. You know how on New Year's Eve, AAA will do the whole, like, we'll tow your car home if you have a AAA membership, because there's a lot of drunk drivers.
I did not know that.
Okay, everyone, keep an eye out on New Year's Eve.
I am a AAA member, though.
They will tow your car and drive you home and leave your car in the motherfucking driveway or in your parking spot, and you'll be fine. They need to do that for weed.
How do you get home?
They drive you. It's a AAA tow truck picks you up and tows your car behind to your house.
Okay, not to go on a tangent, but last night there was a tow truck, a AAA tow truck towing a car, and it skidded down. Oh, it smelled so bad. It was really bad.
Oh.
So,
well,
we love AAA.
Use it sparingly, I guess. Have discernment about your tow truck driver.
But AAA is great.
Yeah, they need to do that for weed. Like, because it's so unpredictable, I should be able to call and be like, I got too high, pick me up.
Yeah.
That should be my membership.
But do they do that outside of New Year's Eve?
No, they only do it on like high drunk driving nights.
Oh.
I don't think they do it otherwise. Yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, there should be some sort of like app or service where you're like, I don't want to leave my car here, but I can't drive home. Can someone come get me? Drive me home. And then
my car.
In my car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should have that, like, it should be an app, like on Lyft. That's like an option.
I mean, eventually, I guess all cars will be self-driving, so this won't really be an issue. I mean, like, in theory, that's why I know someone who, I don't know if you're supposed to do this, but they're driving their Tesla, but like the self-driving part is driving them, and they're like not under the legal limit.
Okay, that is illegal.
Yeah. They're like getting, so
but
I don't know.
I'm very wary about these self-driving cars.
Oh, me too. Have you been in one?
No, I have not.
They're fucked up.
I'm sure they are. And I feel like they're going to pick people up and like use facial recognition or something based on their picture to be like, ooh, this person like has a warrant, and drive your ass to the police station.
Oh, shit.
I think it could get dark.
I mean, I saw this movie last night called Companion, where, long story short, the guy is dating a robot and she doesn't know she's a robot, and he has a self-driving car. And like at one point during the movie, she like takes the car to like escape, and he shuts down the car from the app and is like reported the car as stolen.
It's too much.
There could be shit like that, you know, in the future. Like, yeah. But I was in a self-driving car, and that shit was parked, slowing down to stop at a stoplight, and then all of a sudden it went to get into like the left turn lane. And I was like, was that you? And they were like, no, it was a Tesla. I was like, oh, fuck no. What is this?
Why are they doing that?
Like you know when like you have the left turn lane, the 2 lanes. We were in the most right lane, and it
just cut over to get into the turn lane. And then all of a sudden
it was like basically stopped at the stoplight, and then it went into the left lane, and I was like,
were there cars around?
No, thank God.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This technology, y'all. At least we have good weed news. Everything else is scary and not promising, but I believe that weed is promising.
Yeah. I think it's the future. At least like what I was reading was like getting weed to a level 3 narcotic, or scheduled 3 narcotic would make it much more easy to get it federally legal.
Yeah.
I don't remember what alcohol is, but like alcohol is significant. I think it's the lowest.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
We need, you know what? These weed people, like the dispensaries and the business owners and stuff, need to start lobbying. Are they lobbying?
They don't have the money.
We need to help them.
We need to help them.
They need a legislative liaison. Perhaps it's us.
What?
Perhaps it's us.
Perhaps. Ooh. Let's get the girlies.
That could be our mission.
Capitol Hill.
Let's get the girlies to Capitol Hill.
Look for the union label. Da 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 da. Woo woo.
Killing in the name of.
Well,
anyways,
we're out of January into February, and hopefully the shit will not be as bad.
Amen. That's all we can hope for. Oh, I thought
we were going to do a hand hug.
That's what I thought too.
Well, you... Anyway, with that,
bye,
girlies.